Growing up in a strict household was probably one of the hardest things for me, right? Because my mom was doing it out of like good spirit. She was trying to protect me. The reason why she was super duper strict is because the environment we was in wasn't the best at all, and she just wanted better for us. She wanted better for her little black boys. Well, black boy, because I'm her only son. So I understand the strict mentality a lot of these parents have, but then it caused a lot of mental health on me because in the process of being strict and protecting me, I wasn't able to make any friends. I lacked social skills. I wasn't able to do the basic things in life. Like, to this day, I don't think I've ever had a sleepover unless it was a close family member, right? I've never, you know, was able to go over to somebody's house as a kid and you know like not have to literally feel like I was being hawked down the whole time while I was there too. Little simple things like I the parties, wasn't able to go to no parties. The very first quote unquote party, I don't even think I've ever been to like a house party. um yeah, even now as I'm 22, I don't even still think I've ever been to a house party. Because growing up now, because when you grow up under a strict household, you get used to not going outside. You get used to being antisocial. You get used to, just being to yourself and just doing what you have to do. That's the spirit of a strict household, doing what you have to do. That's really it. You don't have time to do what you want to do on, that's not really encouraged. It's, did you do what you need to do? Yes, no. If it's not done, then go do it. If it is done, then what else do you need to do? Because the chances of you actually being done with everything is very slim. That's the mentality that this household at least grew up in. And that strictness, uh, it helped, like I said, but then it damaged at the same token because the way that it helped was, yeah, I got sheltered from a lot of things, right? The fact that she didn't let me do those things, I probably did, dodge some bullets in other words, right? Because you never know. But then that always just leaves the kid or the person who's on the receptive side of that. They don't necessarily see all the fears and all the what ifs and stuff like that they're seeing. All they're seeing and all we're seeing is we just missed out on something and all my friends were there and I just keep missing out, and now I'm starting to become sad because it feels like everybody else is having a good time. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the house. Um, that really messes a lot of people up, and that causes like a sense of rebellion in some children, right? You know, Parents think that like being strict makes your child good, right? If anything, if you're being strict on a child and if they really, really, really want to do it, they're going to do it anyways, right? And all that breeds is a sneaky child. That doesn't necessarily breed an obedient child. Um, and once again, that's what's been happening a lot in these communities, my community, the people around me, even my life, like borderline resentment where it's like, I know you don't want me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways, just off the fact that I want to see, like, I'm okay with this friction. Like, and that could be a good or bad thing, that could be a part of adulting, making decisions for yourself and everything like that. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing, saying, I'm going to do what I want to do. But that strictness breeds that spirit even more because now you're like, I've never had the opportunity to make decisions for myself truly. So now that I can, I'm about to make all of the decisions by myself, which then sets us back even more because now we're adults and we're in situations where we need to be asking, um, older adults for advice and stuff like that. But we've did nothing but listen to them our whole life. We want to break. So now we want to apply our own knowledge. We want to apply our own wisdom. But then that leads us down, like mental health and having us feel depressed and stuff like that, because now we aren't getting the answers that you would typically get from your parents, right? So I feel like being strict, it it's a bad thing, but it's like it's really hard to pinpoint. I feel like there's probably a healthier way to be strict, right? Being strict in the right ways and allowing a little bit of like breathing room for us. I feel like if I had breathing room, it would be like things would be a little bit different, because that strictness shows in so many other ways too. Like, yeah, you can't go out, all sorts of type of shit. But then now I have to, do really good in school. Now I'm expected to be really it's just like being strict. There's so many other things that come with that. Your space has to be tidy, always has to be amazing. You can't say certain things. They want you to live a certain life, like you had to go to college. I literally, it was like my decision making was being made for me, and it became like overwhelming to a point. So yeah, if you're growing up in a strict household, the only thing that I can really say is do the things that is right for you. As a kid, you're only going to have so much say so, right? Because at the end of the day, you are a kid and you kind of have to listen to your parents. A lot of times they do want good for you, but you have to know within yourself, I'm doing this to kind of satisfy or respect my parents and my elders, but I understand there will come a time in everybody's life where you will be able to make decisions for yourself, right? So while you're in that strict environment, you don't have a lot of say so, just prepare yourself for the actual thing, right? You don't have to go out of your way and do all this extra stuff, but just prepare yourself for when you are able to make decisions. So start working on that business, start doing that content, start talking to people, start making friends, whatever you want to do. Just get yourself ready for it, work out, etc.